camera. I'm almost like a.
Alright, it's back.
Chair with the arms. I'm like a super villain, like overlord.
You what's his face? You what's his face?
Like I need like
Gadget.
I need like a mask and stuff.
Oh, speaking of bad movies,
Inspector Gadget.
I used to love that.
That's a great. The first one was great. Second one sucked.
Yeah, the second one was like what?
I mean, for the time that the movie came out, it was a good movie.
Movies that had bad sequels.
Yes.
Movies that had bad sequels.
X-Men: The Last Stand.
Oh.
Why would you even bring?
Okay. So.
What did you say?
X-Men: The Last Stand.
So first off, the Phoenix does not work that way. They left out a huge chunk of shit that happened.
They left all of it.
Yes, but the Phoenix,
she went from like 0 to 60 in
1 second.
But like this is the thing,
it's a process.
like the Phoenix Force does not work like that. It is from outer space.
She's gonna break her cat statue.
Ah!
The only thing I liked about the movie was the fact they killed Scott, because I fucking hate Cyclops.
Fuck Scott.
He's a bitch! He can plant
In the comics, he's a badass, and it took him dating Emma Frost for him to grow a fucking hair. Bless you, Emma Frost, you angry little
Black
bitch.
just in general.
Cable takes care of himself. He raises himself.
Also, okay,
yeah, Scott, what is it with you and dating redheads? You gave birth to a psychopath. Cable, yeah, he gets the disease that turns you into metal and eventually kills you. You know what this asshole does? He teams up with Deadpool.
Zach.
Like, where did Zach? This is where you went wrong. And it was with Madeline Pryor, who becomes queen of the underworld.
He also teams up with Bishop, so it's like 3 crazy fuckers at once.
Yeah, Bishop's from the future, so
Okay,
I mean,
don't.
like,
That's like rule number 1. Don't stick your dick in crazy.
don't stick your dick. Pocket bumps. Bruce Wayne. Don't stick your dick in
Sometimes
crazy.
you have to stick your dick in crazy to know not to stick your dick in crazy.
Okay, but like. The thing with comic book characters, they don't just stick their dick in one crazy. They stick their dick in all the crazy. Like, it's either all crazy or no crazy.
Some of them are slower than others.
Okay,
you never know.
Why is it that the people in charge of saving humanity are fucking retarded and sticking their dick in all the crazy all over fucking
Because, like I said,
in this universe, that universe, every other fucking universe, come on. I don't want these people in charge of my life if, like, aliens are coming down trying to fucking kill me. You can't even keep your dick out of any crazy. Fuck.
Well, Deadpool's already crazy, so.
Yeah, so this
is the exception.
But you don't know not to stick your dick in crazy until you do stick your dick in crazy. And you go, I shouldn't do this no more. Because you can tell me to your face that this chick's crazy, but I'm not going to believe you until I know.
What's that chick?
One time it's okay, but when you stick your dick in all the crazy, in all the different fucking universes that Marvel has, and you're in charge of saving my life.
Deadpool and Domino. Ooh. Love Domino. Love her. Love
female Bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't ever make Colin Farrell a villain or hero ever again.
Farrell's Bullseye.
Don't do it. He sucked at Bullseye the whole. No. Don't do it.
How are they going to do Domino and Deadpool?
I honestly think you can do Bullseye in the show. And honest to God, I think, and this is just me, I think Colin Farrell could be a good hero.
Stop it!
If he was given the right character.
How many of those you drunk, man?
I like breast tea.
You're a fat ass.
It's breast tea.
There's like 1 can left. There was 4.
That's for you, Brian. You can have the last can.
Thank you.
Oh, this is yours?
No.
This is yours. This is my house.
No, it was in Spanish. I got so confused.
Are you?
No, like, I read.
Yeah, right.
I just saw this, and I was like, the fuck is this rap? Oh, it's in Spanish. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, so Spider-Man introduced. Rewind. They plan on putting the Punisher in Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man in Daredevil. If they were to do it right, theoretically, they would introduce him in Spider-Man first.
It would be
because that's where he made his first appearance.
I think John Bernthal looks like he looks like what Punisher looks like in the comics.
They've done so many reboots and so like they need to leave Spider-Man alone. It's too much though.
2 reboots.
Well,
he's not Batman. It's not
Batman.
We don't have
Bruce Wayne's a cat.
But they're so close together.
Yeah.
They're so close together though.
I mean, it's Marvel and Fox.
Like leaves, like I can't
not
handle
really.
Uncle Ben dying again. Okay, like
The
I can't fucking
Spider-Man came out in what?
2002?
2002?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, his last one.
Oh, that's in 2006.
Yeah, 2006. We didn't get a reboot until 2000.
it's still
11.
too close.
No,
That's a pretty big gap.
That's
Really?
5
5
years.
Really?
That's a
Because
decent
that's-
gap.
5 years.
Think
That's
about
a
it.
good
That's the
gap.
gap between him and me.
Think about
That's a
it.
good gap right there.
But think about it. Batman. We had Michael Keaton for the 80s and 90s.
Oh.
So late
90s. And then you had 95
Val Kilmer
for Val
my
Kilmer.
favorite.
And then you had
Oh, he's beautiful.
99 for Bruce Wayne.
I just
And then
saw-
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Who might as well have been Bruce Wayne.
And then you have, what's his face?
All I'm
Christian
saying is,
Bale.
like, let's give it some more time before we do
Okay.
anything about because
Okay.
this is gonna for the Civil War. This is gonna be our third Spider-Man in like what?
10 years.
10
10
years.
years.
But that's the same thing with the Batman.
Yeah.
Throughout
Yeah,
the
but,
90s,
but wait, with Batman, they didn't redo an origin story. With Batman, they just threw Batman at you.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
thing.
this is Bruce Wayne, la-di-da, he's Batman. You didn't...
Yeah,
but with every Spider-Man,
It's
they're like,
origin.
this
It's
is
the
a
same
face.
thing, but different villains, and they're doing. Granted, they did
The
it
origin-
slightly better.
the origins have been
Amazing
Next
series.
Spider-Man, that was better.
Yeah.
They
because
were
they
more
did
true
it
to the
based
story.
off the comics.
Yeah, they're more true to the comics. But the thing is, we don't need another fucking Spider-Man.
That's what
origin
they're not
story.
going to do another Spider-Man.
Give me Miles Morales.
but-
Yes, I can do that. I can
Yeah,
flatten my stomach out a little bit, get
If
broad,
we're
flatten
gonna
the
get
chest.
another
we can do
origin
this.
story about Spider-Man, it needs to be Miles
But I
Morales.
don't, if they do, I agree. Another one with Miles.
Down glove.
But with
Yes.
the Spider-Man that's in Civil War,
That's beautiful.
when they do his standalone, it's going straight to the standalone. There's no Ben's already dead. He's already going to be Spider-Man.
Okay.
So they are
Then
keeping origins out.
I'm okay with that.
My only argument is please make the Spider-Man go against the Punisher first off with the Punisher from, the TV show because that is how he's introduced.
He's
originally.
introduced through.
I doubt
Spider-Man.
they do that.
I don't get.
They fucking better.
They had 3 different actors for the Hulk.
No.
Okay,
They
see-
had 2 different actors. I don't even count the
Eric
first Hulk
Bana,
movie.
that doesn't exist.
That does not exist. That is the
I am guilty
Origins, X-Men Origins. It does not
That's
exist.
X-Men
Oh,
Origins.
God.
Damn.
That's over in the corner
Oh.
with the garbage.
Why was he so green?
He was
See,
a literal
I'm-
shade of green.
I'm so that first Hulk movie ruined it for me that I still haven't seen the Edward Norton.
It's
Hulk movie.
the
And I
Edward
heard it's
Norton's really
amazing.
good.
I heard
It's
it's
good.
amazing. I just haven't
The
gotten around to
Incredible Hulk.
watching it.
But
Yeah.
they were gonna have him in the Avengers, but I guess
He's
they
too expensive.
Yeah, he's too
Mark
expensive.
Ruffalo. But Mark Ruffalo's a great Hulk. He
Oh.
plays the Bruce Banner and Hulk part.
Favorite part of the Avengers when he's like, "You ready to get angry?" That's the thing,
Right.
Captain. I'm always angry.
Shaka-kaka!
So, I mean, he did it well, which I love Edward Norton, so I would love to see that one. But the first one ruined it for me. That when it came out, I was like, "Fuck."
At the same time, it was 2003. We were just getting like CGI.
But I still-
down. We were
it's
just
still-
it wouldn't even just. It was just so slow.
But
moving.
why would you try to make
The thing-
a character
origin-
who was 100% CGI with very minimal CGI? That's the part that makes no sense.
No, what made no sense to me was
Well,
they did try way too hard. The Hulk is a 9-foot character. He's monstrous, but he's not, oh my god, huge.
Mm-hmm.
In the first Hulk, they made him look into a second story window.
Yeah, because
One
in the
story.
comics though, like the angrier he gets, the bigger he
No,
gets.
I understand that.
So that was one of the few things they did right.
But he wasn't angry when he looked. He was just like, I'm the Hulk, let me look into your window. He wasn't angry.
Well, he was a little
just,
terrified at that point.
Creepy.
he was kind of creepy about it. So they made him god awfully huge. The Edward Norton, they gave him the right amount. He went from 5-something, 6 foot to 9 feet. Because he is just a huge.
I'm
bigger
sorry, but the
man.
Hulk does
I love
not
it.
have, like, Bruce Banner does not have to watch his heart rate turn into the Hulk, and that is what ruined me about the
Yeah.
Edward Norton movie. He's
He was
like,
like-
I can't have sex because my heart rate will go up. Unless she's pissing you off and bites your dick off, there's no reason why you should turn into the Hulk.
Yeah.
Boom. Drop the mic.
I don't think he wants his dick turn large inside her.
You don't know.
It's only
You don't know. Some girls might like
Ow!
that.
Look, I know that the cookie can expand and stuff,
The
but
Brian, I don't even want this to be on camera, but you thought that you just stick it in. You didn't even know anything about foreplay. The
because
last
I'm a
time we
virgin,
talked
like, I don't
about
think
this.
about this.
So I-
That's why you're a fucking virgin.
Because I'm fat.
Because you're calling it the cookie.
Caesar.
The cookie. I'm not over that.
just saying.
Well,
You eat the cookie more than you do anything.
Now I'm just like. I'm having like a chocolate chip cookie.
Hey.
The cookie expands. Bigger.
Cookies come in all shapes, sizes, and tastes.
I just
like she's oatmeal, and I'm like
Grits.
A sugar cookie, just plain.
there's no such thing as a grits cookie. You know it?
He's like a sugar cookie, just.
Yeah, I'm sugar cookie,
I don't want to talk about that.
and you're like gingerbread.
This turned way too
This
quick.
got real weird.
Alright, let's get back to the Hulk. Let's get
I
back to
don't
the
want to
Hulk.
talk about
The
him
thing,
anymore.
no, the weird thing that's I just noticed, y'all three are related.
Yeah, that's why it's so fucking weird.
I mean, if we were all not related, I wouldn't have cared. But y'all talking about it's like, oh, this is some taboo.
Like,
I had a sexy phase, and she was there for it.
Cousins, two virgins. It's just too much. Like too much for
Okay.
one table.
This is normal.
She said two versions. I'm two versions. I'll go over there.
Oh, myself.
Everyone else has had more sex than me.
Whoa, we're talking about cookies. Just because we live in the South does not mean we have to act like it, alright?
Alabama. No.
Yeah, we're not Alabama. Fuck
Yeah.
Alabama.
Okay. Alright, so another question I'm throwing out there. We already know we'll do reboots.
Oh, I hope we cut this out. Cut
The mummy reboot. The
No.
Cruise.
Brandon Fraser is the ultimate guy for the Mummy. If he's not in it at all, I want to
No,
make.
Tom Cruise. Fucking crazy ass
Yeah, they're having
Scientology
Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise. Fuck Tom
We're
Cruise.
talking about having Tom Cruise.
I like
Only
more
thing
as
Tom Cruise was good
in Mission Impossible than
Mission
anything
Impossible.
else.
No.
That's the
Tom
only
Cruise is good as Jack.
And Days of Thunder.
No,
he was
Jack
NASCAR
Reacher.
driving. I like that.
Jack
What was it?
Oh, yeah,
He was great in
great,
Jack
yeah.
Reacher. He was a great. He played
I don't
a.
think I watched
Even
it.
though in the book he's supposed to be like 6'3", he's kind of more heavy set.
He still is badass.
Tom
But-
Cruise is more like the Iron
They're making
Man.
it John Wick 2.
A what?
Yes!
John Wick 2.
Fucking Keanu Reeves.
Wait, what is it?
John Wick.
But this is the thing. I don't know how they're gonna do it though.
Well, that's the
Well,
thing.
here's what I tried to
it's
watch
going
it,
after the first
and
one.
the
Yeah, but
thing
still,
I
how are they gonna
downloaded-
make it?
No,
It's-
it's my thing that I
Like, what are they
someone
gonna do
downloaded
then?
and gave
Like,
it
well,
to me.
he
he already killed off that whole mafia stuff.
Well, there's still
But how are
stories
they
like
gonna-
him in the hotel. There's still
Okay.
because the
Do you
guy
know
that girl killed,
making
like
Point
his
Break?
friend.
Yes.
He had.
Which
she
it's
had
funny
his
because like
phone.
before I saw the title of the
So
movie,
there's still story. There's still
with
story.
my
It
mom
is-
watching
it's
the movie, I'm like,
movie.
they did this
Just give him
already.
an
It's
enemy
already
to
a
kill.
thing.
Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, but the
and
only
then
thing I'm afraid
sure
of.
enough, I'm like, oh wait,
What's
this
his
I don't
face?
literally
make
was
it
a
back
thing
sequel.
already.
What's his face is
But
dead. I don't want to
other
watch it. I hope
movies.
it
Right.
I hope it bombs.
Okay, which villain deserves their own movie?
Joker.
Ooh.
He's getting no Joker.
That's Suicide Squad.
That's
Joker.
Joker.
They have Holly. No.
Joker isn't a main by himself standalone movie because when I'm talking.
What about Dark Side?
No.
She's not really a villain.
Yeah,
though.
she's not.
we already tried Catwoman.
Yeah, they already tried that.
She doesn't count! She doesn't count!
Oh, wait. Oh,
Yeah.
X-Men Origins.
Are we
In the
talking?
whole-
Spider-Man
It goes over there.
movie.
Are we talking? Are we talking villain as in it could be like a Deadpool, like he's a villain slash anti-hero? Or are you talking straight psychotic kills people villain movie?
I was gonna say Thanos.
He's already gonna be in a movie.
Okay,
Galactica.
Somewhere that we haven't seen.
Galactica.
Yeah.
I want to see Carnage be in a movie. I want Carnage to be the main character. It has to be at one point
Did
a
they
Spider-Man.
No, they use
Venom.
They use Venom.
Carnage.
You
yeah,
can put Venom back in there if they can do the
yeah,
whole
but Venom
symbiote.
is the father of Carnage, though.
They can do the whole symbiote family. They could do Venom, Carnage, Toxin,
Anti-Venom.
Anti-Venom. What's your name? Scream.
I love
and
Carnage versus Deadpool. I love that comic. That was.
what's the other one? There's Scream, which is the female.
I just found out
and
that
then
they, in
there's
the
another-
Guardian of the Galaxy comic, which they actually go to the planet of origin of the symbiote.
They do that on the TV show on XD. They actually go to that, and Groot gets taken over by the thing, and Groot starts talking, and then Rocket's like, "Dude, I didn't know you sounded like that."
I want to see this now.
It was awesome.
I
But
wanna
no,
see
Carnage to me would be.
It's like Rocky Raccoon. It's just a stoner Bradley Cooper. That's all I hear. It's like Bradley Cooper but stoned.
They picked an amazing cast for that.
Oh, they did.
Batista was amazing.
It was beautiful.
In the cartoon,
nothing goes
in the cartoon,
I'll catch it.
In the cartoon, they have Will
He's like,
Ferrell
I'm gonna die
play the
with
voice
you.
of Star-Lord, which is Eric from Boy Meets World, and I was like, that's gonna sound weird. And in the first couple episodes, I was like, all right, I guess it'll work. And then it started working. I was like, okay, yes, he's Star-Lord. He's
But like in the comics, Star-Lord and Shadowcat get married.
In the Secret Wars?
In the comics.
Oh.
They do get married.
Huh.
And then he becomes president of the galaxy.
Fucking course.
Chris Pratt, president of the galaxy.
Bless him! Bless him!
Jurassic World
awesome.
was awesome. Jurassic World was.
It was shit! What the hell are you talking
You
about?
better stop.
Oh, they
better
the
stop.
ending.
You better stop.
All they did was just redo the second one.
Oh, that's the whole point. The main T-Rex is the T-Rex from the original movie. She's that old. She's 20-something years old, and she destroyed a hybrid motherfucking badass.
Time out. It wasn't just her. It was a raptor. Then you had a giant shark come out there. Got you, motherfucker.
But that's the thing. It was
that a
cliche.
whale?
It was like a whale
How would you
dinosaur
expect
or
it to end?
How
Would you had
just bomb them?
Just no.
No, but like it was so stupid. All they did was just take the second movie and then add better effects.
But that was the whole point.
I can't argue.
The whole point was, it's been 20 years.
And they're like, and he's like asshole. Just like the whole movie, all I heard from like him telling the guy that plays Kingdom, I forgot his name, he's like, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. No, these are animals. They cannot be used as weapons.
Well, he was an asshole.
You're an asshole.
Okay.
You're an asshole. Like the whole movie, I'm watching it, and I'm
Because
like, he's
he
trying to be
was-
a fucking asshole. You make a fake dinosaur. Where have I seen this before? The second one. Dinosaur gets killed by a whole bunch of other
No, they
dinosaurs.
didn't make any
like
fake dinosaurs in the second one.
It was synthetic made. It wasn't a real dinosaur. Not
No,
the other
but
ones.
the-
It was a
this was a
combination
hybrid.
of other ones.
I know, but the Indominus or whatever
Indominus Rex.
was a hybrid of multiple. It wasn't just, oh, we got some dino DNA and made a dinosaur. They took a T-Rex, gave it raptor, gave it cuttlefish so it can camouflage, gave it tree frog so it can get rid of its thermal seeking
But
thing.
it's still like-
it was basically
Now keep in mind me saying
It's
that it
just
was
a
stupid,
giant
but how
reboot.
badass does that sound
that
to
sounds
me?
awesome.
It was
Sounds like
it
white
was
people
great,
shit.
but it suffered.
You don't see a black sign like,
You
I'm
don't see
make,
a black
nah.
It's always the fucking white people. It's
It was,
always the fucking white
it
people.
was Dr. Wu, who was Asian,
Who are
he
them?
was the original
white
movie.
people.
from the
You don't see black
That-
scientists coming together
No.
making shit like this.
not. Have you seen the trailer for Ninja Turtles 2? Tyler Perry's like, woo! I get to make.
It's Tyler Perry. He dresses up like a fucking old woman and bitches at people all fucking time.
And it's in the name of God.
And yeah,
Whatever.
he
That
wrote a
makes no
fucking
sense.
book.
He dresses in drag for God.
He wrote a whole book from his fucking alternate personas.
Well, I'm still gonna get back to the Jurassic
It was
World
his
thing.
body
Jurassic
art,
World
by
was
the way, that helped him.
great.
Because
I mean, I have
It
the
made
book.
no
It's great.
sense.
But he,
Was it better than the third movie?
The third movie doesn't even exist.
Exactly.
It's better than the only good Jurassic Park movie is the first one.
yes.
You always say, no matter what movie it is, the first one's always gonna be the best.
No,
No,
not when
Harry
it.
Potter.
That started. You have to say that's the best because without the first one, we wouldn't have had any.
I mean, it's
I
not
like
the best
the
one.
That's bullshit. I'm talking about
Seventh
like,
and the fourth.
like story-wise
Four.
and the amount of fucking cliches
Like
that was
the
in
last
Jurassic
one.
World. That movie was
It's
so
just
beautiful,
that was
and it made no
three
sense.
Man.
It made no
The
sense.
Half-Blood Prince
Why?
was 4, right?
Hey,
No,
No,
Half-Blood was
Half-Blood
6.
What?
Half-Blood Prince
Harry
was
Potter.
6.
Goblin of Fire was 4.
Goblin of
Goblin
Fire, that was
of
the one with
Fire.
Cedric Diggory.
Yeah. Oh, poor
Prisoner of Azkaban,
Edward.
I think, was the best Harry Potter.
Huh?
Prisoner of
Because it
Azkaban.
said that rewind that, you can watch him die multiple times. That's just why that came out. Just is that weird?
So back to Jurassic World. Because as someone who has actually studying this shit, so fucking cliche, why would you be wearing heels if you're gonna go pick a guy
Okay,
up
whoa,
in
whoa,
a
whoa.
fucking
Hey,
trailer?
Okay, that was stupid.
I will
Secondly-
agree that it's
Secondly,
stupid, but that.
when they're running through the woods, she had no dirt on her white outfit.
Okay.
That's true.
Why?
That's that Megan
That does
Fox syndrome.
But that does
Because Transformers, she was getting blown up, makeup perfect. Team Return, they're going through sewers
gonna do that, we're gonna talk
Fucking,
about
I like do my
the
makeup
little
on my
stuff.
car. My makeup's fucked up.
But if we're gonna talk about the little stuff, then you go to Fast and Furious 6 where they're on the fucking air.
They should have stopped.
No!
3.
No! You will not take that from me!
No, Paul Walker deserves all this movies.
Yes!
All the movies are great. I'm just saying, if we're gonna.
You mean all the movies with him in it, or all the movies with him CGI'd?
He was only CGI'd.
Yeah,
The last one.
It was like the last scene.
Now if they make a new one, it's CGI.
That's
creepy.
There's already talk when they do the 8th one, they're gonna kill him in the beginning. So he's not like.
So it's gonna be CGI.
No, it's gonna be like how Letty died. How you didn't see her die, but she died.
Wait, they're on 8?
They're about to be 3 more. Like,
Why? Why?
They're going up to 10.
Why?
Because why not?
Alright, this is my thing. With any movie, book, or anything, I give you 7. I give you 7, and that's it.
I use
Harry
that
Potter didn't count. They did the 2 parts, which they need to do that. That book is fucking huge.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
understandable.
And there's
Twilight,
a huge
Hunger
middle
Games,
part
you
where
didn't
it's
need
just boring.
2 last movies. Okay, but I give you 7, and that is it.
Here's the thing with the Fast and Furious.
That is it.
They
You
didn't
get
expect
7.
this to blow up as much as it did.
You get
Like,
7.
Because the first one was an expected hit. The second one, a little bit of a hit, but almost a flop. Third one was a flop. So like, all right, let's try it.
Why did they keep on going?
I don't know. The
You
third one was
guys,
supposed to be the last one, but Ben wanted to do one more.
But that's how
more. So they did
You need
Fast
to
and
let
Furious
it
with
die.
the
Let it
original
die.
cast.
You need
Guess what?
7.
It got a bunch of money,
7.
great reviews. So like, all right, let's continue the story.
From all men.
And women.
And women.
No,
There's a
women.
lot more women.
More
now.
Southerners.
But
Like,
that's how cinema is nowadays. It's either you keep making sequels or you make remakes
You
of
just
awesome
lose
movies
original-
because
you ruin it.
Because think about what's the last original movie that came out?
Interstellar.
Yeah,
Okay, besides
beautiful.
Interstellar. What's another one?
Interstellar was such a good movie.
Martian, but that was pretty
No,
much,
that's a book.
That's a book.
Anything that's besides a handful of originals, all the originals, like original ideas and whatnot,
that's because no one
weren't
makes
that
original
great.
ideas anymore.
Exactly.
Isn't John
So
Wick an original
so all they're
idea?
gonna do is just keep doing sequels.
I mean, Hitman.
And then
It's
remakes.
basically Hitman.
So that's basically
Well,
our
they made a
future.
Hitman movie, but
Yeah,
they
but-
fucked that up.
Okay,
What
see,
about
I,
John Wick? John Wick.
Oh yeah.
I saw the first Hitman. Timothy I can never say his last name right.
Timothy Oliphant.
I just saw the comparisons, like, between the game and the movie. In the game, he does, like, disguises, he goes in,
Yeah.
you know.
But he does that
And in
in-
the movie, he's just like, bang, 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 bang,
In
bang.
the second one, he does it a little bit more than he did in the first one. He actually does go in disguise as a firefighter. He goes in disguise as a...
Yeah.
Like, they tried... Like, that's one thing. Why not the game developers have more control over these video game movies?
I tell you what, if Michael Fossbender fucks
Because
up
nobody wants
Assassin's
to.
Creed,
Because
I will
no
never
big
forgive him.
executive producer wants to go.
Preach.
You're 22
Preach.
years old.
And I'm in love with
Programmer,
him.
give me all your ideas.
No,
and
not the
listen to
programmers,
them.
like the
That is
developers.
Well,
like
that's
the
because they're all
studio.
young. Because the executives are all in their 40s and they're like, I'm all about the money. They don't want little young punks going in there and telling them what
Now,
to do.
out of curiosity, do any of you know anything about like original directors versus the directors that actually ended up with the movies?
Not
No.
really.
No.
Well,
I'm not a huge. I have certain directors that I would know about their movies. It sounds sad. I don't really pay attention to the
Michael Bay.
directors unless. It's,
You just had the Z
Unless
with the B
they're-
face right
unless
there.
their
for a
names
second.
are like thrown out everywhere, like Michael Bay, Steven Spielberg, stuff like that.
Just
I really
explosion,
don't know much about directors.
Question, what video game would y'all like to see a movie adaptation?
Nothing.
Well, they already did Need for Speed. I was happy to see that.
Legend of
No
Zelda.
no video game needs to be a movie
Resident
because
Evil.
98% of the movies that
No.
are video games.
No.
If it was done correctly.
If it was
What about Resident Evil?
No, just one. Just give me one and then just send it.
Why are they making another one? Remember my rule? You only get so many?
You only get 7? Well, there's gonna be a 7th one. No,
This is gonna be the last
This
one.
is the last one. It's even called Final Chapter. It's the
Okay,
last
see,
one.
here's my thing. Most things should just be trilogies. It should just be left at that.
No, because then you're
Certain
gonna get.
exceptions.
Like Silent Hill was such a good. It has so much potential.
They screwed up the
That
second
second
one.
one
The second one
was
was
awful.
It
awful.
was.
Jon
You think it was
Snow.
awful?
What the fuck were you doing, Jon Snow?
It was an
You
excuse
really
to
know
see him
nothing.
sweaty. I got to see him sweaty.
Okay, so but if they would do it correctly, what video game would you like to see as a movie?
Legend of Zelda.
But how they do that? Because the main character doesn't even talk.
Are you fucking kidding
Okay,
me?
he
They made The Hobbit. They can make Legend of Zelda.
The Hobbit. I'm saying though, like.
Okay, but look at
the
this.
silent-
They just did Mad Max. Tom Hardy had what, 50 lines throughout the entire movie.
If that.
And he did not talk. And
He
did excellent.
running a lot.
Right.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect would be a great.
That'd be beautiful. Like they're already doing Halo.
Yeah.
I would love to see
Are
a
they
Bioshock movie done.
They're doing-
Yes, do a Bioshock. But
Hey,
if
they're
I
doing an
choose
Assassin's
between
Creed movie.
Bioshock
right now,
Infinite.
I know.
Yeah. But that's gonna fail miserably.
I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see it. I love Michael Fassbender. I love Assassin's Creed. You know what? It might surprise us.
I want to see.
Well, you gotta think about it. Nowadays,
Assassin's Creed.
when they first started doing video game movies, you gotta think about.
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh God.
I always just drop that
Alright.
just gonna leave that on the table.
Look at not Max Payne.
God, here.
That was a
Great
that
game.
was a good movie.
Movie was okay. Could have been better.
I got really confused during the movie. My
Oh,
mom
which
and I were
one?
like,
Blood Rain.
Oh.
Loved the game. Movie wasn't so great.
What if they did a Final Fantasy?
Hitman, the first Hitman.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was-
I
that
say.
was, animated.
this is all theoretical. I don't actually want them to make a Bioshock movie because I feel like they would
Destroy it.
destroy it. But if I knew,
But the
Look what they
game,
did with Tomb
the
Raider.
game has so much dialogue though that they're practically giving you a movie.
that's what the thing. Like,
That's the thing with Bioshock is that
Well,
in
they
the plot twist about how he's Andrew Ryan's
When was
son,
the last-
that would be the greatest plot twist in history.
Besides
to me-
Hitman,
to me-
besides the Hitman that just came out, what was the last video game movie that was made?
Need for Speed.
I'm not even. That's a racing game. I'm not really gonna. I don't count.
That doesn't count.
That's a video game.
Because you don't. Because you
They
don't.
can't. They use the Run. They use Most Wanted, and they use Underground storylines. And guess what? It made millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Millions of
it's
dollars.
finally
Millions of
winning at
dollars.
something.
All right.
I
Okay.
would-
Besides Need for Speed, everything else was early 2000 area when they
It's
started,
not like-
and it didn't have really the technology to do video games and then movies.
Well, I'm wondering now. with the
Nowadays,
Mad
Assassin's Creed-
Max. Max Payne.
That's what I said. It was a good movie.
Oh,
Really good game. Movie was okay. It could
And
have
then
been
we did
better.
like the Max Payne 3 storyline and made that into a movie. 'Cause
What,
that
where
was
he's
a great.
Well, that's the thing with the new
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. They're making an all-new storyline.
Well, you need to look at it
this
like-
has nothing to do with Desmond.
Well, then,
and
does that really count? Would you really count that as a video game movie? It's using a video game character. I'm talking about like what video game have you played and you're like, I want to see that as a movie.
I would love to see Bioshock as a
Bioshock.
movie.
Bioshock would be awesome.
Bioshock's the only
Storyline.
one that we.
Yes!
The storyline is a movie.
Yeah.
It's
The
more
second
of a.
Bioshock does not count. Does not exist to me.
It's more of a.
No, they just did
A
Minerva's
timeline.
Wait,
Son.
Destiny. You think they could turn that into a movie?
No.
That's like the World of Warcraft movie.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some people going, oh, can't wait to see this. Not me, because you see it and you're like, do I really need to have a World of Warcraft movie?
Now the only reason why I say no to Destiny is because A, it's not the original script. The original script was rewritten for Destiny, and B, I feel like if they made it into a movie after all the Halo short movies that have
True.
come out, it would just look too much like the Halo short movies.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, are spot on, perfect, loved it. Oh my god.
I think if they did it right with a new storyline, it would be cool to see a Fallout game.
Ooh.
That would work.
That gives
But
me
which
a
one are you gonna
different.
do,
No.
though?
You get your own different vault. Because remember, each vault had a different experiment going on, had a different
Do New
setting.
Vegas, please. Make it into a mob movie.
Each vault was different. So, and there's vaults. I mean, there are parts of the United States they haven't explored. They haven't done the South. They
I think
haven't
they should
done
do
New
New
Orleans.
I'm so
That's
close.
like-
Grand Theft Auto.
Grant?
San
No.
Andreas. San
The
Andreas.
fifth one, like a big heist movie.
San Andreas.
That would
But
be
enough
bad.
of those already exist.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of those.
But that falls
I'm
under the
thinking-
same category as there's not a lot of original ideas that can become movies.
Right.
There are apocalyptic movies, there are pirate movies, there's heist movies, there's racing movies.
Make another
Everything.
Pirates movie.
It's
I know.
so video game wise. I would like to see a Fallout with today's technology. If they redid all the video game movies that they try to do and do them now, I think they'd be excellent. But because they did them in a time where we just now starting to get into the
in-between phase.
in-between phase, they didn't turn out so great. Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers.
A Skyrim movie or
Ooh,
Elder
Skyrim.
Scrolls movie.
Forage.
They did a Skyrim versus Fallout.
I still never finished the story.
I haven't played it. I've watched you play.
I would get like close and be like, oh no, I don't want it to end, and then like go like find side quests.
You can finish the movie and continue on all your main quests. But then they'll be like, you're the one who defeated the dragon. Like, no, go back to Sithis. That's the best line. I know who you are.
I made my character fat or whatever, because the guards were like, let me guess, someone stole your sweet roll. Like, are you calling me fat, you asshole? Like,
I like with the arrow to the knee thing, and I'm just looking at them like, you do know that means you're married. Why do you hit on me in every other dialogue?
I'm married. He's my little house bitch. I'm like, give me my money, and then I go off and explore.
I marry him, and then I kill him, and then I end up with $100 bounty, or 100 gold bounty on my head. So I'm an asshole. I like it when dragons appear, and they just kill your whole family. and Skyrim, it happens. They just, like, appear, kill everyone else.
I like the mod of Skyrim where you can turn the dragons into My Little Ponies. That's fun to me. I'm just saying, I want Applejack to shoot rainbows at me and kill me. I think that'd be awesome.
I just like had a thought of like all the bronies.
Oh, I'm not a brony. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying
bronies. Wait, okay, I know we've all probably watched at least episode 2. Do y'all know the big white muscle pony with the tiny wings? Looks like he's on steroids.
I don't never watch My Little Pony.
Okay. The only reason I know what ponies are what is because I have a 9-year-old sister who watches it. She's like, hey, you want to watch My Little Pony with me? No.
I'm going to pull up a picture
pulled into
of this pony. The guy that called earlier, Alex, we call him Muscle Pony for a reason, because he looks exactly like the goddamn pony from the show. And he's a little slow. He's a little slow.
I don't know, I read a lot of weird articles, and
like
weird articles, and there's like a whole article on the brony subculture, and like there's that many of them where there's a whole, it's considered a subculture now.
I work at Toys R Us. There's a guy that comes in, has to be maybe 18, 19 years old, comes in, sits down in the My Little Pony aisle, and looks at everything. And he's like, oh, look at this one, look at this one.
What the f? He looks just like him.
What is it with grown-ass men
I don't
and
know.
My Little Pony?
I don't do it. I hate going down there.
He looks just like him. He even wants the tattoo now. Like, you see him now. This is him.
What?
Oh, God.
What?
I like Monster High, so I can't say.
Yeah, you have the dolls.
Yeah, but you're...
See,
it's weird when it's grown men getting so involved in something that's aimed at little girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
Fighting girls.
Like, no, it was not just that. It's like they have My Little Pony conventions, and they all show up, all dressed up. And this is a convention aimed at small girls, at little girls, and there's grown men.
That sounds very pedophile-ish right there.
But the thing is, they're not pedophiles. They just really love My Little Pony. But it's still weird.
It's a lot of parents.
What the fuck about Hot Wheels convention then?
And a lot of parents feel threatened because they are there. They are there with their little girls, and there's grown-ass men in these weird, slightly scandalous costumes.
It's weird, but we only have these, like, all of the...
I'm just saying there should be My Little Pony conventions for the bronies, and then ones for the little girls. They need to stay at theirs and leave the ones for the little girls alone. Especially when they're wearing...
They have brony conventions. It's a thing. They have those.
Okay, leave the little one for little girls alone.
The whole Monster High thing, again, 9-year-old sister. I've watched that with her, and at the time, and I work at Toys R Us, so I sell a lot of them.
I don't watch them. I just think they're cool.
From walking down the aisle, putting them on the shelf, I go, that's pretty cool looking. The ones that catch my eye, and I wouldn't own them, but they look cool. They're called, it's the Ever After High, which because
I want one.
It's almost like a dark version of.
I don't like those.
It's like a dark version of Disney characters. Like you have the Mad Hatter's daughter, and she has like blue hair and a purple hat. It's like in my mind, you go.
They're cool.
See, when I was like 9 and 10,
they had sex.
When I was like 9 and 10, when I went to Toys R Us, I wanted like the Zoids and shit.
I want Zoids back.
Remember, actually, the first time we met our stepmom, I got the huge T-Rex Zoid, and she helped me build it.
I had that too.
I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. I'm pissed off because I want it back.
eBay that shit.
I have eBay Zoids, even the 1/10 scale Liger, the white one.
They're expensive.
It's $400.
Look
Yeah,
at that. No.
It used to be $20 at Toys R Us. This is bullshit.
He's this big.
Because I remember my favorite one that I built, because alligators are my favorite animal. I had the little alligator one, but Chastity, when the first time we met Chastity, she came over and helped. Remember, she helped me build the big T-Rex.
Speaking of alligators. There's a New York Toy Fair or whatnot, San Diego Comic Con. There was a Transformer, and it's an alligator. It's this big. He's purple and green. Oh,
that's not even like anatomically correct.
Or what?
Purple and green.
It's a Transformer.
I know.
But it's like this color green. It's honestly, these are the colors of it.
It's body, Disney green.
He's this color, and his feet and arms are this color, and his head's like a darker green, but his head folds down into his chest. Basically, he's like, you fold it, you stand him up, and that's how you.
Also like Beast Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. You were about to say something?
What were those things where you like? It was kind of like Legos, but you build like a little man, bionic.
Bionicles?
Yeah, Bionicles.
Those came out again. Those came out when they first came out. They were simple. It was like one piece.
Yeah.
It was like 5 pieces. You got a figure. Now you get like 30 pieces, and you build them to like this.
Question: Toys R Us, do they actually sell the Legos that aren't a kit for something anymore?
Yeah, they do.
What do you mean?
You
Like,
can get a bucket.
yeah,
You can still get a
it's
bucket?
called the classics, but you get bright colors. You don't get just like a blacks and grays. You get bright
Well, that's
yellow
the
and
thing, like,
greens and
my
blue.
brother gets our little brother gets like all the Legos and stuff. I'm like, where's the creativity at? Like, it gives you instructions, hard instructions, mind
So
you.
wait, did y'all hear the story of someone stealing like 4,000 euros of Legos and build impenetrable buildings so the police couldn't get them?
What?
Like,
Yeah,
like, I thought that was a joke. And I actually looked up like, who steals this many Legos and gets away with it?
They built an impenetrable fort.
Like, god damn.
I collect the little minifigures. I have a little shelf, and I have my Avengers. I have my Justice League. I have Star Wars. I built a mech that's this big, that's gray and red, out of basically nothing. I took
Well, do you remember my bucket? And it was just full of different sizes and colors of Legos. And like, I tried to find some for our little brother, and I couldn't find it. I'm like, ooh.
When you become an adult and you move out, your shit becomes free reign. If you ask me where all my old comics are, I will let you, come in.
I went through a phase.
A phase?
I went through a phase. No.
I went through
a phase when I was like 12 to 14. I was like, I don't want to play with action figures no more. And I got rid of all my old Power Rangers, the ones that you would press the button and the head would flip to the helmet, my X-Men, all this cool ass shit. I was like, I'm gonna give it to my cousin.
You stupid!
I turned 15, and at that time, well, I did that because at that time girls were like, you play with toys? I don't like that. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna be mature and not play with that.
You got rid of it to get laid.
I got rid of it to get laid. Then I found out there were girls that liked that stuff, and I was like, shit.
We exist.
Yes, I know that now. I wish I knew that back then.
In fact, that's how I got laid.
Usually guys never find that out until we're like 15.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, I got laid because I was a nerd.
I was 15, and I was like, one of my ex-girlfriends, she's like, I went over to her house, and she had X-23 on her thing, and I was like, oh, you know what are those? I found them.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a diamond in a rough. I was like, I found it, and then I was like,
that pisses me off though. Nerdy girls aren't that uncommon.
no, they're
They're
not.
hard to fucking find, though.
Yeah,
No,
but they never come
not. I am so sick of going to
Y'all
fucking
never come
GameStop and everyone's like, oh my god, a girl. Yes, I'm a fucking girl. Big fucking deal. Like,
They're hard to
it's
find,
not
'cause
good.
usually
No,
if
back
they-
then,
they're
it was hard to find. Now they're common.
We're
But
the
at the
same
same time,
age.
y'all all either taken, play for the other team, or don't want nobody.
Okay, you cannot play for the other team because the two girls you've had crushes on, except for the one that got arrested, playing for the other team. 2 out of 3, Brian. You are so Christian and so virgin. Your gaydar is open.
No.
You cannot pull that shit.
No, but back then.
No, see, back then it was so hard to find because girls like us got picked on more than boys like y'all.
I believe.
We got picked on.
I never picked on you.
Actually, fact, there are more female video gamers than there are male.
I love watching the video game when the all-female
And I'm tired
teams.
of like people saying, oh, like gamer girls, they're all slutty and they just put the boobs.
No, those are the
goddamn
ones.
sweater.
Those are the models. Those are the ones that are like, okay, we're gonna try to get some guys to like this game. Let's get you. You're sexy. You got
we're
big
gonna
boobs.
play a PlayStation game on an Xbox 360. Hold on.
Those
Nintendo
I don't
GameCube
believe. I
controller.
know true gamer girls aren't all like that. I mean, there are some that are like.
Well, it's just like the two stereotypes are either like fucking slutty or like 300 pounds with like acne.
But that's the same. But that also falls on the same line for guys. Either you got the super hot gamer guy that's or you got people like me and
LC Channel Team was 6 like playing Call of Duty.
I'm just saying they do have.
Yeah, you have either the bruh or the dork.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Dork.
Samuel's brother is a Marine, so he's technically a bruh.
But he plays.
But he plays video games. He loves like the storylines. He loves Halo. Like he has the gamer mentality. He looks like a bruh.
But back, let's say early 90s.
That looks like a bruh, but like it's like I can't wait to go to my Magic.
But that's like early 90s to be a.
Dad called me while when I dipped out for the first video that I wasn't part of.
Right. But you were in the background.
I agree that the nerdy girls think that it was a bad rap.
We have it worse because there's.
I agree with that.
It's very cut and paste.
A lot of guys find out that you are a nerdy girl. It's just like fucking sausage fest. Like go away.
That is true because
I see so many of them play for the other team.
Have you seen?
You get that many dicks thrown at you.
But I'm gonna show you.
What team are you gonna play for?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you. Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know that scene where the nerd is hooking up with a chick and he's doing the thing and she's like, I didn't know you were like this. He goes, because jocks only think about football. We're never with women, so we know how to treat them or whatnot. So when a nerdy guy goes, oh, there's a girl that likes me being a nerd, of course they're gonna be like, hey.
No, I'm not talking about I'm talking about GameStop is like, go away. I just want to put money on my damn pre-order and get the fuck out of here. Like, leave me alone. Or they're like, oh, are you buying this for your boyfriend or your brother?
Oh
wait, so I put a post
and
on
I'm like,
Facebook
no,
about
I'm
that.
a fucking PS4.
There was like
PS4?
Like a guy.
Sony for
Like,
life.
hey, are you getting that for your boyfriend? You can't get that, you know. And she starts whacking him with the game. Then a girl comes in, that's right, we'll take it to the man. And she starts whacking her with the game.
Like at his job, before all my ratchet ass boyfriend drama happened, like with all my exes, like him, including all of his coworkers, wanted to fuck me. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I almost got kicked out of the store because of the amount I cursed. I've done the one midnight release I did, Fallout 4, the one midnight release, I made him go with me because I didn't feel comfortable going to GameStop alone at 11 o'clock at night. That's a damn fucking shame.
I agree with that. It's bad.
I didn't like the reason why I did not pre-order Fallout 4 for the midnight release is for the same reason, because my boyfriend isn't gonna go with me because he has work at like the crack of fucking dawn.
Yeah, he's not getting.
So I'm not gonna ask you to go because it's unfair, in my opinion.
And he's scared of me.
Here, call me. Pick up a game you're no interest in.
Look, if it was like the next day, if I had to go over to like 12:03, I would have gone.
I know, but it's still just the fact.
It's just the principle, the fact that I don't feel safe going to GameStop, which is a safe haven for me.
We can't even go to conventions without having a body.
New York Comic-Con had to put up a sign saying that cosplay is not consent.
Yeah.
Why should there doesn't need to be a fucking sign?
How stupid are you?
What did I do?
In general, how are you so stupid?
I know what.
I'm sorry, it's not my fault that my favorite female comic character is put in a fucking string as a costume and I want to dress up as her. That doesn't give you the right to fucking harass me.
Just because I want to wear some shiny ass tight looking shit and dress up as Catwoman doesn't mean you can touch my ass.
It's funny I bring that up. So I think it was kind of like 2 years ago. Do you know Ivy Doom Kitty?
Yes.
Okay. Very voluptuous lady.
She's a very big.
Just say she's top heavy for
No,
fuck's
she's
sake.
top and bottom heavy.
It's always hard for a guy to explain something when he's trying not to be
an ass.
She's got an hourglass figure. Continue.
Okay, so I wanted to take a picture. She had like a whole little booth. I'm like, I don't know where. I'm trying not to be disrespectful. So I really don't know where to put my hands right now.
He really is that way. When he hugs me, he's like, "Don't slap me."
I don't know what. She's like, okay, just put your hand here. I'm like, are you sure? Because I really don't want to faint. Like, it's okay. Thank you for being respectful. So I put my hand like like literally on the top of a button. I'm like, okay, I'm telling my friend, take the picture. Please take the picture. And I'm like, I'm starting to get nervous. Then she put her hand on my butt. I'm like, take the picture now! Now!
Dude, I would be like, I can go some more.
I would, like, if it was anything like nosebleed, just I would have, if I was white, red in the face, like I can't, cause I'm nervous, cause I don't want to be disrespectful. But
it's harder for, it's like I was just saying, it's harder for a guy to explain something about a woman without trying to sound like a douche or be disrespectful.
It's one thing to describe her body, as long as you're not being sexist pig, like,
no, but,
man, that ass though, and like
no,
all
but
she
I'm talking
is
about like
tits.
What the person he's talking about, she's a heavyset girl, but she's pretty. But to call somebody a heavyset girl, that to me sounds like I'm calling her fat, and it's like offensive.
No.
So I try anytime
I use curvy.
Anytime, yeah, I use curvy.
Beautiful.
I try to use those words, but if I say it, I go, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But like how I explain the kind of girls I like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't like skinny bitches. I like a girl with some meat on her
I don't like
bones.
skinny bitches.
I hate
Try not to
skinny
be
girls.
a dick, but I'm just calling all you bitches. I don't know your names. Sorry.
I think we like lost the skinny views and gained like the head.
Well, like, how do you describe skinny though? I feel like
I'm talking about like skinny
dominant.
bones.
A girl yesterday, girl in my story yesterday in a black dress, literally was about this big.
That to me is gross.
Are we thin or are we decent sized? Well, I already know your answer.
Y'all are decent size.
okay, because like people tell me that I'm skinny.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what does that mean?
I tell people, oh, I'm 180 pounds. Where? Oh, like, have you seen the size of my fucking thighs? Like, I can kill men with these things.
Because I am 300 pounds and I'm 6'3", I like my girls to be on the bigger side. Just the fact that it's not a macho thing, I'm not trying to be...
Who wants to come up with the toothpick?
Exactly, but...
Tell my boyfriend that, because he wants to lose weight, and I'm like, why?
Me? As the size that I am, I always feel like I'm gonna not try to be macho, that I'm gonna...
Because we feel like we're gonna crush them.
Yeah,
I like bigger dudes.
I have to be clear. I just want a woman in general at this point. I'm about to hit 30 in like 5 more years. I haven't been in a relationship since.
In 5 more years? Like, you make it sound like you're gonna turn 30 tomorrow. I'm about to turn 30.
Like
5 years.
Like fucking Bush was in office when I had a girlfriend the last time. Like gas was $1.50 was the last time I was in a relationship.
It's relationships are overrated.
In your defense, you took a vow of celibacy, so you can't really bitch because most girls like Hey, he gave it up though. He gave it up. He gave it up. He hasn't.
Shut up.
Do we really want to go down?
What the fuck are you bitching about then? Why would you take a vow? Do you not know what that means?
I was 12.
Do you know what that means? You were 12.
I was young.
Okay, so when did you give up that vow?
This year.
Like fairly recently.
So what the fuck are you bitching about?
I would like to be in a relationship that doesn't...
That just happened in a year. You don't just give up a vow and then like suddenly just pussies all over the fucking place.
Maybe.
That's how it was for me. I was 14.
Vagina just flapping in the wind.
No, it wasn't like that, but I was 14.
Bitches just falling out of the sky, legs ready, like I'm ready, take me.
Like I had a chance, and then she got arrested, and it was like, well,
you know, maybe that should tell you something about the type of people you're going for.
I doesn't think she was going for me.
There's a comedian.
I wasn't. I was like,
if she's getting arrested, she's probably.
No,
that's why I backed off.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. There's a comedian out there named Gary Owens. In his story, he talked about, oh, I used to try to date this person. I like this person. It never worked out. And he took upon himself, and he's like, fuck who I like. Who likes me? And now he's married and has 2 kids. That is what I go through. I don't go, hey, I'm just going to use it as an example. I'm going to go,
horrible example.
I like you, and you don't like me back, heartbroken. If I just go, fuck who I like, who likes me? And then people are like, hey, I like you, let's talk. Then it works for me. It's the whole trying to like somebody, it never works.
Yeah.
So I just go for the fuck who I like, who likes me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
See, I can't. Okay.
I'm not
I get that, but like, okay, I don't tell people I like them. Like I'm an introvert.
She's a fucking asshole. That's what she
is.
But the people who like me
aren't the ones that you like.
No, I mean they have potential. How do I explain it?
It's hard to explain. It's hard
I like my personal space. So the people who like me are like, let's hang out and talk every day and text every day. I'm like, I'm trying to do things.
Like, I have a life I'm trying to prepare for.
Even if I'm just sitting at home with my cat playing video games, I don't want to talk to you today. go away.
It's not be a problem. I want if I like you, I want to talk to you. I want to see how's your day going. You doing all right?
You can tell me how your week's going. I don't need to know about your day. Because then, especially when you're first getting to know someone, you don't have anything to fucking talk about if you talk to them every fucking day.
Yeah.
When I'm first, like, if I'm in a committed relationship, yeah. But if it's like, we like went on one day.
If you're just starting.
I don't need to talk to you like once every week or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, say
Yeah,
my boyfriend and I've been with him for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in February.
I
hated him.
So I'm gonna go back.
I hated I hated him when we first met. I told him he was conceited, his nose was too big.
Oh, that's fucked up. Why you can talk about that man's nose like that?
You don't understand. He has a Jew beak.
Is he Jewish?
I don't know. His mom claims they are. Like, his mom has a Jew fro. Like, it's really tiny.
Wait, claims they are? Like, Lola claims we're Jewish, or?
Lola's schizophrenic. Anyways, I told him I hated him. And then we went on one date to Osaka and got plastered. And we actually drilled each other.
Yeah.
And then we found out we actually liked each other. And then we didn't text for a minute. I didn't even have his number. And then he went out of town, he came back, and then that's when we got each other's numbers. We went on another date, and we went on several other ones, and then now here we are. But the point of the matter is, you don't be up the person's ass.
Yeah,
you don't even know.
But it's also harder to be yourself around new people because
I have no problem being myself.
Brian, we pick on you for being yourself.
When I
get
first
picked on for being myself. Apparently, I'm an asshole.
The whole time where I was like, I don't want to. The whole time that I was like, I don't want to play with action figures, I'm going to try to be more mature, that was me trying to be somebody else to impress other people. And then when I got of the age, I was like,
you became comfortable.
Yeah, I was like, this is me.
You were.
I love Legos, I have Transformers, I am 24 years old, and I collect all this stuff. But for me to try to meet new people and tell them that, it's almost like,
see, that's my thing though, like, especially if it's like, I tried the whole Tinder thing for a while, awful.
I had a meeting for the longest time. Which started out as my yearbook on Facebook, and that was...
Yeah.
I'm not crazy ass. And that's how I know you don't stick your dick in crazy, because somebody's like, she's crazy, and I was like, I don't care, I'm still going to try that. And I did, and then I was like, I stuck my dick in, and I was like, I don't need to stick my dick in crazy no more. Sorry, Mom, if you watch this.
I let people know up front, like, this is who I am, this is what I like. If you are not okay with it, either you dig it or you don't.
Yeah.
And I'm very upfront, but I also don't, like... I'm shy, but I'm not.
You don't really do anything
I'm shy
weird.
for the first...
Like, I'm kind of shy, but I'm not. I don't do anything weird, but, like, some people are like... a lot of people think it's weird that I like to read so much of all the books I've read. Yeah.
They are obviously illiterate.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's weird that I play so many video games, and I'm obsessed with my video games.
Once again, they're illiterate.
Knitting.
That's not weird.
My obsession with Harry Potter.
That's not weird.
Hufflepuff.
Slytherin! Slytherin!
No.
You would be a fucking Hufflepuff.
No, why? I'm with him on this. Know why I want to be in Hufflepuff? Name one character besides Cedric Diggory that's in Hufflepuff. You can't.
Hannah, fuck, what's her last name? Hannah,
99% of all the characters in Harry Potter were either Gryffindor or Slytherin. You had a couple. Hold on, you had a couple that were in Ravenclaw, but you had one person in Hufflepuff.
There are only 3 main Slytherin characters. All the other ones were old as fuck.
I'm just saying, they're still.
What's her fucking last name?
Hannah? No.
I wanted to be in Hufflepuff just because it's.
Luna Lovegood was in Ravenclaw.
Luna Lovegood was in Ravenclaw.
I thought she was in Hufflepuff. Okay.
No.
But see, everybody was
fighting for your team. I tried.
Those are the top 3, and Hufflepuff is just the one that nobody really talks about. Nobody really talks about.
The chick that Neville marries was in Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Hannah, whatever her last name is. And there's a couple of different Hufflepuff.
Neville? How about
Tonks,
Neville?
Wasn't Tonks in Hufflepuff?
I don't remember what Tonks, because she was already out of Swiss. I don't remember what.
Yeah, Tonks was Hufflepuff.
I'm just talking about like this. I'm talking about the main character.
She's dead!
The one that you see more of. The one that you saw like all the time.
In Chamber of Secrets, one of the kids that gets petrified when they think that Harry's the one doing it, Hufflepuff.
I know, but
Hufflepuff like ganged up on Harry. And like,
no, I understand that, but I'm talking about main characters. Besides Cedric Diggory, there's no other main characters that were.
I took the test and I'm a Gryffindor.
I took the test and I was Slytherin and I was like, okay, but I want to be.
Take it and run with it.
Yeah.
I am
Her and my best friend are both in Slytherin. I'm
one of those people that I don't like the name droppy kind of the mainstream stuff. I like your your non-mainstream
So you're a
characters,
hipster?
no,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
You're a Harry Potter hipster?
No, I hate that word.
I'm just gonna let
it's a
you know,
joke.
I have cosplayed as Bellatrix Lestrange,
Because
The
and it was
hair.
very easy.
The hair.
It was spot on. All I have to do is.
But like I'm talking about like with
I have the
comic
Harry
books.
Potter scars. I can be Harry
I'm
Potter.
talking,
asshole
but I'm
loves
just talking
you.
about like
Pretty much.
with comics and whatnot. Everybody's like, oh, my favorite villain is the Joker, or my favorite villain is this person. My favorite Batman villain is Hush. My second favorite is Scarecrow. Even though Scarecrow was in the movie, I'm talking about true to the bone. Scarecrow is my
he's
all-time.
creepier.
And then Solomon Grundy. When people go Solomon Grundy, who's that? I gotta read him the damn poem.
Solomon Grundy.
I mean,
See, I'm not that into comic books. Like I just love Spider-Man. But I was very young when the first Spider-Man movie came out, and I related to Peter Parker.
everyone.
That's how I-
Peter Parker.
That's why he's so great, though.
Yeah.
He's such a relatable. But I love Spider-Man.
Even more so with Miles now too.
Yeah, especially
Our mom
Batman. Who does this? Yeah, who doesn't like Batman?
I
don't know, as far as,
I'm more related to the Hulk for the fact that it sounds weird.
You're a big ass motherfucker.
Not just that. When I
You
was
wouldn't like
younger,
you when you're
when I was young, I have ADHD and I have it under control. But I'm also, it's like the emotional side. If I get angry, I get angry. I'll put my hands through fists, like through walls. I've punched through windshields of cars. I get angry, but I have to keep it all down,
You
and
take steroids.
I have to keep it down
The size of him.
and under control.
He
So
would be great on a football team.
I
He
play
was.
football.
Exactly. He can just.
So
Like,
when I
all
see the
of us had
Hulk,
played
I see
football at
myself in
some
that.
point in our
So
lives.
this is gonna sound sad or whatnot, but when the Hulk's like, I'm always angry, and he turns, I was like, that's me. I'm angry
I'm
on the
just
inside,
like-
but I keep it under control.
Weird little
I
kid.
see myself a lot in Scarlet Witch, and
I forgot to buy the goddamn issue.
they ruined her in the movie.
You
But
don't like Scarlett Johansson?
no, I said Scarlet Witch.
I know.
That
American
was
sister.
alright. Yeah, it sucks that they're both like the same name in a fucked up kind of way. But they ruined her. I liked her as a character because she is so broken, and she's
And you
like
can
she
relate to
has
that.
abandonment issues. Like there's no tomorrow. That's why her brother's always there for her. And you think that's a little weird because in the Ultimate Universe they are incestuous.
Yeah.
But if you see their
Why do
story,
they keep doing that?
that's why it makes them incestuous.
Yeah, like
It's
Jamie-
because
Jamie and
they're.
Cersei, yeah, I was enough. That's all I needed.
Well, yes, but I guess if you weigh out which one came first, technically Jamie and Cersei came first.
I mean,
in
I don't
regards
care
to what
who
they made.
came first.
It's
But
because
that works
it's
for
because
the storyline.
it's
That
because
they
it's-
needed that for the
it's
story.
a taboo. The reason why
weird.
they made them incestuous was because in the comic books their relationship was weird in the original comic books because he'll be out on a fucking mission with the Avengers.
That's like,
and then he's
have
like,
y'all seen Crimson Peak?
he will call the yes, that's weird. He
That
will
was
call and be like, you know,
Tom
Avengers
Hiddleston, why did you do
Mansion,
this
how's
to me?
my sister doing? It's like you're saving the world. Fuck your sister. Not literally, but forget about it. But I like Scarlet Witch. She's so broken.
Because you can relate.
Literally, I look like her too.
I
In the
don't look
comics.
like any other comic book.
I was told
But I
I
guess I look like the female Peter Parker.
I was told by a coworker that because I was talking about the Agent Venom cosplay I was going to try to do. He's like, you do kind of look like Flash Thompson. You are big. You're a football player.
Big ass motherfucker.
He's like, you have the blonde hair, and he's like, you do have the torn ACL, which he has his torn ACL, and his legs were
I wish they had
blown
worked
off.
in the Amazing
So
Spider-Man.
he's
I wish
like-
they had showed more of him and Peter's
Yeah, because they become friends.
Because when Uncle Ben dies, they do show like
Him like
him
Sympathy.
going there for being,
Yeah.
and then I think like later on in
Because-
the movie you see them kind of chatting, but they don't really like. The Amazing Spider-Man is all about Gwen Stacy, and it's like there's so
God.
much more to.
Because Emma Stone's fucking sucks his book.
I love Emma Stone. And I wish they would have made her for Mary Jane.
I
so I
feel
would have
like-
been so happy when she died.
yes,
She would have been an excellent Mary Jane. We all know she's a great redhead.
Yes.
Fuck Gwen Stacy.
I love Gwen Stacy. No, we had
She
we had a
plays
discussion
the-
before.
Whoa!
She
Whoa!
plays-
Say you're sorry to Squirtle first.
She
So you're
plays
sorry.
the same character.
You better get your cousin on check.
It's okay. She can flip him off as long as she doesn't like rip his head.
Oh, she threw him. on the table and he
Prove
fell off.
it.
She didn't.
No way.
Prove it! It's on camera! God! I'm looking for a Scarlet Witch from the comic book.
Oh, they haven't. I forgot to buy you the issue, the new one they have.
They should have gone more into Peter's, because Peter eventually does become.
You know how you
make
said,
more friends, and they should have gone more into focusing on that.
You said that only movie should go seven movies. With Spider-Man, there's gonna be that. I think they didn't do that because they were gonna. Like,
I mean, like
they're gonna do that, and then the third one. It was gonna be what
like, I'm talking about in one universe.
But Spider-Man is the worst character to try to make. Not the worst character to make movies. It's just he has so many villains and so many friends and so many allies.
They're making the Sinister Six. Why? Why?
Are they
making a standalone movie, or is it gonna be like Spider-Man?
It's a standalone movie.
How are you gonna do that? Because Spider-Man is.
They're gonna try to make it like a Suicide Squad. It's gonna be.
First, let's see how the fucking Suicide Squad.
I have no problems with the Suicide. I want to say.
Why is everyone like
they already
out of shape out of the Suicide Squad?
Because Enchantress, they already got her wrong. They already got
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc wrong. He looks goofy as fuck. They.
DC
Harley Quinn looks. First of all, why is she?
Oh my god, don't get me started.
I just don't want them to make Harley Quinn an idiot. Which is what
Which would be so disrespectful because she's so.
But she's not. She's
a fucking doctor.
There's actual scenes of her as a doctor and Joker as her patient in the movie.
Yeah.
They're going to show her intelligence.
I'm excited for it, but I'm always going to be wary about watching a DC live movie because every DC live movie sucks. If they would just stick to animated, if they would stick to...
I like the last
The thing about Harley Quinn, she wasn't supposed to be as big as she was. Like,
she was just supposed to be Joker's little hoe, and
she was first introduced into one of the animated shows.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she wasn't even in the comics.
Because the people were thinking about how making the Joker dress up as a woman. They're like, why don't we just make an actual woman Joker?
But then they gave her a backstory, and then they made us like her.
They didn't make her. I like
her. No. The people liked having her in the show, so like, alright, we'll just make her into
2016 might be Marvel has been kicking DC's ass when it comes to live action movies.
No, like
live action animated.
The one thing DC has over Marvel, which what they always will, is Batman. And I hate Superman. I don't know how y'all feel. Fuck Superman, but I mean Superman. The movies have done pretty well.
Man of Steel is one of the best ones.
Zack Snyder,
the last one.
He's an excellent director. But I feel like 2016 maybe
might be a year.
Might be a DC year.
I don't know. Doomsday looks like a mutated turtle.
It's gonna be neck and neck because I mean they both sides.
Because with
so many good.
That was Fox.
But here's the problem though. Financially though, Marvel is doing better than DC with book sales and with movies and paraphernalia. Marvel is doing better than DC. But she has a point. Batman outwits everything.
Yeah, Batman.
But
that's the one thing.
Yeah.
That's the one thing DC has. I mean, think about it. Think about their other characters.
He may be.
Yeah,
Deadpool.
But
if you give him a couple years, they already started. They were talking about they already canceled the Fantastic Four #2, and they replaced it with Deadpool 2. If this movie comes out and it's a big hit,
which it will be.
No, it's already overhyped.
Yes. So the second one comes out.
I love Deadpool as much as the next person. I do agree. I don't think Deadpool will.
It's not going to be Deadpool.
But the whole DC movie thing, I will stick to it. I like the DC movies. I like the Batman movies. DC needs to put all their efforts into just keep making their animated movies.
I think.
And also,
every single animated movie they've made.
You're blocking the camera.
Also, you got the.
That's not gonna beat Marvel with their.
No.
So they have to make
live
action movies.
But okay, Marvel has live action. They suck at their animated. Their animated aren't that great. They're about 20% awesome. DC, hit and miss with their live action. Excellent. On point. Every animated.
I think we should discredit Suicide Squad this early. I don't think we should discredit.
No, I agree with that.
The Batman versus Superman. See, if you go in with that attitude,
you hate Harley Quinn.
Suicide Squad.
I know, but
if you go in with that attitude, it's gonna suck. Sometimes with these movies, you can't go in with the perspective of knowing the backstory, just to go in and try and enjoy the movie.
But I know the backstory. That's you're asking me just to leave your brain while you watch the movie.
How did you feel when you first seen that Halle Berry was going to be Catwoman? Did you automatically go, "Oh, this is going to suck," or did you go, "This might be a good movie"?
I cried
when she was announced as.
I knew it was gonna be bad because first thing that came out of my mouth is she's black.
Not to be racist.
Second thing that came out of my mouth is what the fuck is with that costume?
Yeah.
Third
Well,
thing, where's Batman?
The
I think the final
X-Men
battle between DC and Marvel is when Justice League comes out and
versus
Avengers Infinity War is when you have every Marvel character. They're talking about every Marvel character.
I feel like that movie, I don't want to say anything bad, but it's going to be too much at one time.
Well, that's why
they're doing all these building up to that point.
Yes, but how do they plan on it's just
they're putting it in 2 parts.
But the reason why these things are in comic book format is so that one trade paperback can be about what's going on in this character, and another one can be about what's going on.
I think if anyone can do it, Marvel can do it.
Yeah.
Look, I guess we're about to see the new Captain America.
But you know what?
I think.
Oh, I love Bucky.
I think that if anyone can do it, I think DC's definitely going to step their game up.
Only thing I ask for out of the Batman movies is bring in a Robin. I don't care which Robin.
Well, in the there may be one, but because I read something wasn't there like a female Robin at one time that came out?
No, we don't talk about her.
We don't talk about her. Well, whatever.
Cassandra.
We don't talk about her. We're talking about the original 4 Robins.
I mean, if you already have a Batgirl, why would you have a?
Yeah, why would you need a female?
Why would you need
I'm talking about.
In the Batman vs Superman movie, there is a picture.
Jason Todd's.
It's supposed to be Jason Todd, but they're thinking about making it Dick Grayson instead. That's completely another red flag for me. I'm sorry. The United States voted to kill off a kid for Batman. That is why they got rid of Jason Todd. We voted for him to get. Yes, but the whole fucking point is that we killed him.
But I think you need to go with an open mind, because what comic book movie? Tell me one comic book movie that is exactly true to its origin story. Tell me one. Give me one.
More or less Iron Man.
No.
I said more or less. It's
more
accurate.
I said perfect.
100%.
You can't make it perfect.
Exactly. So you're going in with a negative attitude already.
Any book that becomes a movie is never.
There's going to be differences. So all I'm saying is going with an open mind. The freaking X-Men with the young Magneto and young what's his face, Professor X. That completely twisted up the storyline. But if you view it as a movie,
they did it on purpose.
I know. But if you view it just as a movie without thinking of the backstories, it's a good movie.
When I said the Robins, I know that it's gonna be Jason Todd. It's gonna be Jason Todd in Batman vs Superman, but you don't see him. I want to see in a standalone.
But they might have a flashback with him.
Oh, they could do with the Batman standalone.
Are they making another Batman standalone?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because Ben Affleck is in contract for at least 3 Batman movies.
I want to see this movie before he gets a fucking contract.
But this is, I like Ben Affleck.
Me personally, I'm the one that has to decide.
Ben Affleck looks like Bruce Wayne when he's all
He has
the bat smirk.
And to make it even better, he knows about Batman. He's a comic book reader.
Yeah, all the other Batmans didn't know.
They didn't like comic book readers.
I know earlier there was
Kevin Smith.
Who wrote Batman?
Yeah.
I know there's a big debate about the Christian Bale Batman, but I think he did a good Batman.
He did.
The voice.
I know. The closest thing you get to the Christian Bale from Ben Affleck is just he's like, what? I don't know. He deepens his voice. He doesn't grin like this.
The thing is, though, when he wasn't speaking, he did a great Batman. He did Bruce Wayne and Batman well. Maybe not the voice for Batman, but he did both well.
Let's be honest, the only good Batman was the animated series Batman.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy.
Yes.
Just like Mark Hamill is the best Joker, Kevin Conroy will always be the best Batman. Even though they just do the voice. Without the voice, the character is nothing.
What if they did that, like the voice, like with the synthesizer, they just use Kevin Conroy's voice as a synthesizer?
Well, hold on, think about this. Read the comics back in the 40s when they came out. you used your own voice in your head as Batman's voice. Okay?
I would probably imagine him talking like this.
Adam West comes out being Batman. Now when you read it, they're in the same timeline. You think Adam West is Batman.
Yeah.
During the 80s, you had Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's voice was Batman. Through the 90s, even though Val Kilmer and George Clooney were Batman, through the 90s, Kevin Conroy is always Batman. Now, if you go even now, you see Kevin Conroy. Go back and read the original Batman. You don't think of Adam West or Michael Keaton. Kevin Conroy is the voice in your head that portrays Batman. So, therefore, Kevin Conroy is Batman. Without his voice, Batman is nothing. Same with the Joker.
I don't know about all that.
Same
I
with
would say
Joker.
he's
Without
nothing.
Mark Hamill being the Joker's voice, the Joker is not the Joker you know.
So,
because most of the time, the Joker you think about is the Joker from the animated series.
I don't.
Because you get to see him move and talk and do the thing. So when you read the older stuff, that's the voice that is.
Injustice. Who did Joker?
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. He's been Joker.
The only time he wasn't Joker was Under the Red Hood, which.
Under the Red and Arkham Asylum.
No, he did Arkham Asylum.
He did?
Yeah. He did Arkham.
Attack on Arkham. Attack on Arkham.
The one that has
Assault on Arkham he didn't do. Out of everything, he hasn't done 2.
Alright.
But he wanted to. And that's why they're doing the Killing Joke, and Mark Hamill's like,
Alright. I think are we wrapping this up?
No. Y'all can continue. You talk.
There was like maybe one Agumon, but there was not a whole lot of them. So it's almost like they were the rare ones.
I do not know how my wallet fell out of my back pocket.
Hi. So we're ending our conversation.
I have so much to edit.
Yeah, we're ending. We have about
4 hours.
4 hours of footage that we're gonna
have to
edit the hell out of. Thank you for tuning in.
If you sat here through all this, thank you. You're the real MVP. If you sat through all this.
Yeah, next time it's gonna be more about the Gotham City Sirens,
which is Harley Quinn,
Catwoman,
Poison
Ivy. Even though he's doing Harley Quinn, I'm doing Catwoman, and
I'm doing Poison Ivy.
Maybe, unless you hate it.
For our other podcast member, Kayla, if she can make it, she'll be doing Poison Ivy. I'll be the one doing points. I lost horribly today.
Dude, you got trampled over.
This was a horrible.
And the only reason why we tied is because her cousin was the one I tied with.
Yeah.
If it was Brian, I would have destroyed him.
Yeah. Like the fact that I didn't know a lot of stuff about that pool that I was informed of. So it was pretty good.
And Moon Knight too, though.
Moonlight Knight.
Moonlight Knight.
Actually, I didn't mention it in the thing, but he has another alter ego super name, and his name is Mr. Knight. Basically,
in the Marvel Now.
In the Marvel Now, he wears all white, a white suit, white pants, white gloves, white mask, and he has a moon on there, and he basically consults with the police and finds robbers and rapists and stuff like that.
That probably would have got you the extra point, too.
That would have.
He needed it.
Hey, sorry to introduce myself. I had to get out of this close. Sam.
Okay, nice to meet you.
He was in his work.
And I was ready to get out of that stuff.
And you're in the camera too, you're in the video. Say hi to the people.
Hello.
Okay. I haven't even checked the movie yet today.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to GeekSquire. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Real
what
talk.
are we going to call this?
Real talk.
A lot.
The GeekSquire Real Talk podcast.
We talked about a lot of shit.
Peace, y'all.